What's up, guys? Back at it with more Jujutsu Kaisen. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out and means a ton. But with that being said, we gotta get into it because, let's be honest, Gege Akutami absolutely blindsided the community with chapter 183.
Oh, I can't believe you've done this.
Dude really left us over here in the West not knowing how to play pachinko and not knowing what the hell's going on. But that's okay. You don't need to understand pachinko to just understand what's going on inside of Hakari's domain. You only need to be able to discern the exact outcome from what happens in his domain, which is kind of pachinko. I'll get there, I promise. Either way, what Hakari needs to do when he activates his domain is get 3 matching symbols. That's it. You can break this down into very, very tiny simple blocks. He needs to get 3 matching symbols. When he uses a ball, like the green ball he shot at Charles, or when he uses doors, like the original red doors that he tried to slam down on Charles, those are simply visual indicators that then lead into a preview, or a reachy stage. In the fan translation, it was reach. If you want to use the word reach for an English counterpart, go ahead. If it makes it easier, that's fine. We're all confused anyway. So, those visual indicators do make a little bit of a difference. The green is less of a chance than the red, and the red is less of a chance than the gold, at least chances to get a jackpot. But that's really not important to understanding what's going on. You need to understand that they are visual indicators that will then lead into a reachy stage. That's why after he shoots the ball, closes the door, him and Charles are both transported into the reachy stage where the little video play movie starts playing out. The outcome of this doesn't determine anything. Whether or not Hakari gets 3 matching symbols will determine the end of the preview. If the machine, the pachinko machine, the domain expansion, gives Hakari the 3rd matching symbol and he gets a jackpot, the win scenario will play at the end of the preview. If it doesn't give him a 3rd matching symbol, then it will play the losing scenario at the end of the play movie preview thing. That is just, once again, another visual indicator for us to observe and be more confused by, basically. Later in the video, I will say the opposite. I'll say Yuki wasn't able to pass through the gate. That's why Hakari was given a 5 to go along with his original 2 4s. But that is because of the chronological order of what we see and read throughout the chapter. That's just trying to keep that in order. When you are gambling on a gambling machine, the machine will know whether or not you hit a jackpot before the machine shows you hit a jackpot. You see what I'm saying? The machine goes, okay, yeah, it's gonna land on that. Ooh, get pretty, get hyped, and then it lands. It already knows what it's gonna give you. The outcome is already predetermined. So yeah, there you go. Just to clear that up for later in the video. The only thing that really matters, did he match all 3 symbols? Now, real quick, before we move on from the symbols, considering there's like, what, 8 of them or something like that? Either way, doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm going to take a wild guess. I'm going to go way, way, way out there on the limb and say, depending on which one of those symbols Hakari matches 3 of, will determine exactly what kind of buff he gets from his domain expansion. So he matched 3 of number 3 during 183. I'm gonna quit that. So we're probably going to figure out what exact buff he will get from that symbol, that card. If he were to match 3 of number 4, the one that he originally used, or got, I guess, in the chapter, he probably would get a different buff. So over time, we might get to see different things happen from the result of him getting a jackpot. That'll be neat. So to try and do this in a smooth and seamless way, we are going to work our way through the chapter and what happened in Hakari's domain to try and explain it and lay it out simply in a way that everybody can understand. Hopefully, maybe not. I don't know how it's gonna go. So Hakari shoots the green ball and closes the red doors. Remember, these are simply visual indicators that will cause it to change into reachy. This, in the first scenario, gave Hakari 2 4s. It then changes the stage, as Charles says. Reachy causes the stage to change. This is simply so the preview, the movie, can play out around us. It then plays out. It does its thing. In the first one, it said that if Yuki is able to pass through the gates and get to work, then great. Success, Hakari gets the jackpot. If he isn't able to pass through the gate, he will fail. It may have been a little bit hard to see, but the gate was closed in front of Yuki, so he was not able to move forward. Failure. This is why Hakari was then given, I believe, a 5 to go along with the original 2 4s. 5 obviously does not match 4, so he doesn't have 3 of a kind. No jackpot. Hakari once again uses a visual indicator because he only has to use 1 or more, so he only has to use 1. Uses one single visual indicator with the golden doors, they close down, and it changes into Riichi again. This time, Hakari is given 2 3s, and the whole scene plays out. In this scene, if Yume gets on the train and departs, it is a failure, but if she reappears after the trains have left, that means she missed her train, and it is a jackpot. When the train first left, Charles didn't immediately see Yume there, so he thought it wasn't a jackpot. Yume was there, and that's why she appeared at the end. Hakari got his jackpot. This is why he was awarded another 3. Making 3 3s, he matched all 3 of the symbols. There you go, jackpot. This is simply all that's going on. It was a repetition of the same cycle. He used the visual indicators, the ball, or the door. I believe there was also a ×1, ×2, and ×3 there that could have been used, but didn't get used, so maybe some different stuff we'll see later. There's all kinds of mechanics to different gambling machines. This is not only pachinko. All kinds of gambling machines have all kinds of different little rules and this and that, and different calibrations and calculations and algorithms, all to take your money. Unless you're good at the stuff, I guess. Either way, doesn't matter. Yeah. A simple repetition was what happened in this chapter. Hakari uses indicators, the preview plays, we get to see whether or not he actually matched 3 symbols. If he didn't, no jackpot. If he did match all 3, jackpot. That's all there is to it. Now, I know I'm not covering every single little minute detail on this thing, and there was a lot, especially in that one picture where you got all the little chibi Hakaris pointing to all the different stuff. That is a super confusing graph. That's why I'm not even going to try and explain it in full detail. But if you have any particular questions you would like to ask, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. I would love to try and answer them to the best of my ability. I believe I have a decent grasp of most of the stuff, but like I said, I don't know the exact inner workings of pachinko itself. So on that side of things, if you want to learn pachinko, that you probably gonna have to do that online, go visit, do something. That I can't exactly explain, but how it relates from start to did he get the jackpot or not, I can explain pretty much all of that and hopefully a little bit more. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.